Hi friends, welcome back, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to do softgel extension like a pro. So before we start today's video, don't forget to subscribe, and this is the nails that we are going to create today. And do let me know how you like this video. If you have any feedback, suggestion, do let me know in the comment section. So now without any further ado, let's begin the video. Like you know, for every extension we need to start with our dry manicure. So here I am using a plastic cuticle pusher to push back the cuticle. So I am just gently pushing back the skin and making sure the cuticle pocket is open. We do have a little bit of leftover products on the nails, which is totally fine. We will be filing it off, and then I switch to my electric file. So the electric file, here I am using a flame bit. This is a red abrasive mark flame bit, and the machine is running at a 18,000 rpm speed. And since I am doing the clockwise movement, my machine is running on the reverse mode, and when I have to do the other side of the nail, which is anti-clockwise, I will be switching it into forward mode. So just making sure the dead skin and everything is removed clearly, and I am also rolling the cuticle skin a little bit towards the back so that I can easily trim it later. Now that I am doing the anti-clockwise mode, I switched the mode between mode from the reverse to the forward mode. Also just using the same bit to kind of like remove that leftover acrylic from the previous extension. In case if it's not coming off with the flame bit, it's totally fine. You can use your hand file to kind of buff it off later. Next, I am using a hand file to buff the shine from the nail bed. You can also use the e-file to do the same thing with the sand band, but I switched to a hand file. I am gently buffing off all the shine from the nail plate. This is an important step because if you have a shiny base, your extensions won't last as much as you want. So just make sure you are filing and removing all the shine from the nail bed, but at the same time remember not to over file the nails. Okay, so you can use a 180 grit hand file to do this job, or you can use a 240 grit sand band with a 3000 rpm speed on your electric file. After buffing, I have started trimming the cuticle area. I am using a cuticle nipper. You can also use a cuticle scissor, or you can again use your e-file to do the same thing. In case if you wish to learn everything about e-file, do let me know in the comment section. I will send you the details, or you can reach out to me via the WhatsApp number given in the description box or via the Instagram page. Now lastly, use alcohol wipes to clean the nail bed. Just make sure we don't have any dust or oil, moisture, anything on the nail bed. Just make sure you're thoroughly cleaning your nail bed before you start with the product application. After dry manicure, it's time for us to size the tips for our nails, and I'm using the tips from a brand called Sponsor, and you can use any brand's soft gel tips. So here I'm measuring the tips based on the finger size, and when you measure, just make sure that the tip is covering both the side walls of the nails and it's fitting perfectly. For some clients, they may have like a little different cuticle, then you may need to do a little customization to the tips. So here it was perfectly fine for her nails, so I picked up all the right sizes for all 5 fingers. I also did a little prep work on the tips that I picked up. Unfortunately, I forgot to record that part. Basically, this one is not a pre-prepared tip. So I used my electric file to kind of file the inside of the tips, and also file down the thickness of the edges a little bit. Now the next step is to prep your natural nails. So here I am applying dehydrator to the nails just to make sure that we don't have any oil or moisture on the nail plate before we apply the product. After the dehydrator, we will be applying primer. I am using acid free primer from the brand called Canny. When you are applying the primer, just make sure you are not flooding the nails with a lot of primer, just little, just brush it in. So as you can see here, I'm not using too much primer, little bit is more than enough. Okay, so primer basically acts as a double tip, so it holds the product and it's create a bond between the product and your nails. Next step is to apply a thin layer of base coat. So you can use the same gel that comes with the soft gel extension, or here I am using a base coat from the brand called TNT. So again, only a thin layer you need to apply, and after application, cure it for 60 seconds or 30 seconds depending what kind of light or brand of gel you are using. Here I am going to cure it for 30 seconds. The glue I am using today is from the brand called Oh Honey. So but before that I just wanted to explain a little thing, which is how much you should file the inside of the tips. So depending on the length of your nails, natural nails, you can file that inside. In case if it's a pre-prepped tip, then use your hand file to file on the top side of the tip, and after that just clean it with alcohol wipes. So if you have a thin cuticle side, then you will have a flawless application when you are done with your Gelxnails application. Now it's time for us to apply the product. So here I am applying the glue gel a little bit onto the the buffed area, and after that I am putting one big drop. Now with this drop we are going to apply or attach this to the natural nails. Some people they apply a thin layer onto the natural nail also, that you can do if you want to. I just directly go like this, and then I little away from the cuticle area I am just pressing it and pushing down the gel towards the free edge area, and immediately after I requested my client to kind of flash the LED light over the cuticle area so that the tip is secured in the nails, and then later we can do a full cure using the bigger LED lamp, and this is how it looks up after attaching. Let's see one more time. Here I am going to show you a different way. See, just like this you can do a little swipe with the glue and then just press it down and push out the glue towards the cuticle area. Now why I said the amount of product that you are putting in the soft gel tip is important, because when you push it out we don't want a lot of gel flooding around the hypenicum area, so just make sure you only have enough, and also make sure when you're pressing it down we don't need any bubbles or air gap in between, so just be careful how much pressure you are putting it up. Okay, now that all the nails are on, this is how it looks like. It looks totally pretty. If you want you can cut down the length, reshape the nails as per your requirement, but we are going to keep it as it is. As you can see, most of the nails are perfect, flawless, but in case if you want, or if you see a little bit of uneven around the cuticle area, use your hand file to kind of buff it and level it up. You can also use your e-file to do the same thing, just the way I'm showing here. After just buffing the cuticle area, then I'm going to also buff and remove the shine from the nails so that I can apply the gel polish. Okay, for the nail art we are using cat eye polishes. So the cat eye I am using is from Born Pretty and it's a silver cat eye. So first apply a thin layer. In case if you want to have like a little bit more opaque base, then you can use a pat gel white color or off-white color and then create a light cloudy base, and then you can do the cat eye application, but I am going directly, and after applying the cat eye I am using a magnet to activate the magnets, and then I am going to use a different magnet to create the ripple effect. So these are the magnet that I am going to use. I wanted to buy this for a very long time and finally I got it, and I was waiting for these magnets to come so that I can create the ripple effect. And after doing this we are going to use our torch LED lamp to kind of flash cure it. So whenever you create a magnetic effect using magnets, immediately flash cure it so that the effects that we created is not fading away. We need to lock it in before we move on to the next finger. So just make sure we are using our lamp to kind of freeze it where we wanted it. Okay, now that this is done, I am using another color here, a blue one, because I want that swimming pool ripple effect here. So I am using a blue cat eye again from the brand called Bold Bee. Just applying it from the tips. You can do it the other way also. The blue can start from the cuticle, that's also totally fine. And after that using an ombre brush to kind of give it a faded effect towards the cuticle area, and then again using the magnet to activate the magnet from the blue magnet, and then using the same pearl magnets to create the ripple effect even on the blue one. Not too prominent, but again I wanted that effect on the blue side as well. Now you can cure it completely. Next we added a little bit of 3D flowers and starfish using a carving gel. In case if you want to see the tutorial for this one, do let me know in the comment section. I'll create it as a what we call short and post it. I'm also using pad gel from Model Ones to create a pink effect, pink and yellow effect to the flower. So here I'm adding a little yellow at the center and using a small sponge to kind of pat down the yellow at the center. And once this is done, then you can cure it, add your top coat and add some charms or something if you want. So that's exactly what we did here, and I'm going to show you how the final look of the nails is like. I really love the way this one turned out, and this is how it looks like. Now I'm applying a little bit of cuticle oil around the cuticle area, and do let me know how you like this. I really loved it, and the client was okay to keep the length as it is. And this is how I do soft gel extensions. Do let me know if you like this video. Also, don't forget to ask your questions, comments, suggestion, anything that you wanted to share. And I'll see you soon on my next video. Until then, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you for watching.